After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. Play action. It's Keenum. Flush to his right. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Forbath out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Let's quickly go on to a different discussion after that incompletion. Right now in the NFL, there's 9, 4, and 6 teams, Charles. Any of them you think have a chance at jumping up and making the playoffs?
Well, the case can always be made for any of them. We know that. But the one that intrigues me and jumps off the page at me, the Los Angeles Chargers. We know they've had a lot of bad luck along the way. That's part of what contributed to their 4-6 season. But they blasted Buffalo this past week. They go to Dallas on a short week on Thanksgiving Day, and Dallas is reeling a little bit. Cleveland, Washington at home, at Kansas City in their own division, at the Jets, and in their division against Oakland to finish. To me, that schedule says they've got a chance to make a run with Phillip Rivers as their quarterback.
You know, as an aside, I almost corrected you. You said Los Angeles. I was like, no, it's San Diego. I'm still not used to that, but we'll see if they can make a run down the stretch.
You're not alone, brother. I wrote down Los Angeles.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to loft one deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Shotgun now for Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. Carson Wentz scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And maybe the defense caught a little by surprise there that he took off and got in?
Yeah, I would think so, because if you're analyzing it from that side of the ball, you're thinking running back, fullback. It takes you a while before you get to the quarterback.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Before Minnesota's offense takes back over, I want you to share the story with the public that you were telling me earlier about quarterback Case Keenum.
Yeah, we all know Teddy Bridgewater's made an incredible return and is on the active roster, and he's supposed to be the starter for Minnesota. And his first week back, his head coach Mike Zimmer, when we asked him about, hey, what about Bridgewater and him playing, he said point blank, at some point Teddy Bridgewater will be our starting quarterback. Then Case Keenum went off at Washington through 4 touchdown passes. I had him the very next week. I said, Zim, so when is Teddy Bridgewater?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nigel Bradham from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Detroit! Here we go!
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first down, Murray. And an alley to run. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
You and I both know that you don't really truly replace Adrian Peterson, but Latavius Murray's a really good back. Similar running styles, too. Won't wear the same number, we know that. But when you see him run, you might see a little bit of that in him, upright with some power.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. They go play action here on first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you.
Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now they get to the football. It's blocked. And the Vikings have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. but you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Keenum now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly for Treadwell. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On play action, it's Keenum. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they'll take over inside the 45.